Calisthenics is here, but it is on the verge of blowing up in the next couple of years. So many people are starting off calisthenics, like Larry Wheels, for example, which is crazy, and so much good knowledge and no BS channels out there now, like Super Clarkson, King of Weighted, We Get Better, Brandon Maloney, and so many other ones. But what will you do? You already know so much info and you're here so early. But if you don't know how to implement it, which is what I'm going to talk about, you are destined to fall back in this second wave of calisthenics. The first wave was the push-up progression videos on Instagram of if you can do 10 seconds of plank, you can do 20 planche push-ups. Hey bro, I'm Orpheus, a 15-year-old calisthenics athlete. As of now, I can do 40 kilo dips, 30 kilo pull-ups, 110 kilo squats, handstand push-ups, clean muscle-ups, and I've only been doing this for 1 year. Here are some basic steps you can take which have literally changed my life. These aren't the basic self-improvement habits that are like sleep on time, get in the sun, do read, whatever, but some actual in-depth things. First off is actually connect with people. Learn what they have to say and how they say it and ask them questions, but not because you want them to feel entertained, but because you genuinely are interested. And don't say things because you think that's what they want you to say. Say things because you genuinely mean them. So say your true, honest opinion. That way you can filter out those people who aren't gonna be your actual friends, because you know that, okay, you're just gonna be putting on act around them, and that's a useless friend to have. That's a complete waste of time. If you know Alex Hormozy, he has a quote saying that you know how many true friends you have by the amount of friends that cheer when you win. And now, wherever I go, I can literally talk to anyone. It is so cool because sometimes I won't have a cool conversation and not an interesting one, but many times I will. And taking that gamble again and again, I do win. It is eventually it is a positive thing. Like yesterday in the gym, I was about to do a set of dips. This guy walks in the door. I say, "Hey, how are you?" He doesn't know me, so he asks, "Do I know you?" And I told him no. But at that point I met him and he told me that he's a powerlifter. And I learned from him that RPE is actually more accurate than RPE is less accurate than percentages. But you probably don't know what that means. Isn't that such a valuable skill? People would literally pay money for that. You can go and do it for free today. Yet people act like this is some subscription-based thing. I don't know. Barely anyone does it. You're thinking that the system is stupid and that everyone's putting on this act of all good, I'm okay. But what if that person in the elevator is thinking the same thing as you? And you just don't have the balls to talk to them about it because you're nervous that you'll get judged socially? What? That's a potential friend for life. You can't fathom how much you can learn from people. Here are some autistic steps to take. Firstly is say what you really think, not what you think others want you to say. You'll filter out the people you don't want to have as friends, like I said. Second is just be natural and pure. Your only advantage is your uniqueness. No one can be you better than you. Just say hello to the person you walk past you, for example, how you really want to say it, or say a genuine compliment that you thought of, or something that just came to your head. That person might just be thinking the same thing as you. It's just a matter of chance. Second is try out that thing you've been thinking about. Failing is a part of it. You won't get it in the first try, for sure. I'm sure of that. But the thing is, if you just stay static and look at every choice and overanalyze each choice instead of actually taking action, you could have took action already and been ahead of you could have been 1 year ahead already. This is why I made this channel. This is what I know I want to do, but I have failed in so many other things. I've done dance, basketball, and tens of other things. And you can so easily save someone's life of misery nowadays. You can start this today. Upload content in whatever way you want. This is the highest leverage way to help people out because you can impact so many people so easily. This is the meta of helping out your younger self who struggled so much. You can literally save a life while maximizing your happiness, having so much fun while doing it. Think about that. You can impact someone so much, and it's so easy. If you're not doing that, I don't know what to tell you. You're wasting your life, man. the last part is knowing your dreams. Knowing how you want your life to look like in 5 to 10 years time. Knowing where you want to live, how you want to live every single day. And your mentality now will be based off of your dream. If you do believe your dream, your habits right now and your actions are going to reflect that 100% of the time. You cannot believe you're going to be poor in the future, yet have good habits right now. Because that is not how it works. Your mind works off of this like complete placebo effect. If you believe you're like, if you believe you're going to become rich, you are going to become rich. It's not simple at all, but you have to like force yourself into believing it like every single day, like taking action, and building your profile into your head that like you are rich and like, oh, I did this one hard thing that time and I did that other thing, showing that I am able to overcome this next difficult thing, because it's always harder to do the first difficult things. Like if you aren't like rich at all, like making your first like $500 to your $1,000 will be way harder than going from like scaling from like 1,000 to 10,000, then 10,000 to 100,000. All of these things compound because you learn more and more. 0 to 1 is always the hardest step. And this is my dream. This is what I want to do. I want to help my younger self who was confused with training, didn't know what to do, didn't know who to watch, didn't know what factors to take in place, and what actual like life lessons to implement into his life. What should he actually focus on instead of diverting his attention to 10 million different things? Because if you really want to make progress on something, you have to sacrifice everything else. You don't have another choice. Like, you can't progress on multiple things at once. If you want some real progress, right? If you want to make actual progress, because listen, if you need to reach 0 to 1, that's the hardest step. How can you reach 0 to 1 in like 5 different things? Because you will be burnt out before you even reach like 0.5. You know what I mean? You have to just focus on one so you can reach 1, okay? Reach 1, then reach 2, then reach 3, and then it'll just compound and go super quickly. This is my dream. I want to help out that younger self of me. I want to help him like get jacked. I want to help him get strong and help him with his mentality, and that not everything has to be so freaking complicated like the influencers make it nowadays. This is the calisthenics revolution. We're going to change everything. This is the wave 2, like I said. This is going to be freaking amazing. So fasten your seatbelts because we are going to be in for a crazy ride. If you want to learn how to take your calisthenics to the next level, even if you're like at 5 push-ups, or even if you're like an advanced street lifter, you can come to Calisthenics. That's the link below, where I have my courses and a free community where we talk about all these different things. People are aiming for similar goals like you, and you can put yourself in a group of people who are aiming for like bigger goals than you and are at the next level. So you will be forced to adjust. That's like a human thing. You want to fit in with your tribe. And if you make that your tribe, you will really progress quicker, because that is the same thing with a mentality. You have to change your mentality. So you have to change your tribe as well. The people you spend time with are who you become, right? That's the 5 people you spend time with are who you are. So if you join that, you will instantly, like super quickly, get your progress up because you do want to be like everyone else. So, see you, bro. Keep overloading.